The delusions of Donald Trump seem to be spiraling. I don't know what it is. I mean, he seems to think that his poll numbers are the best in history. He's the best president that's ever lived. The economy is in perfect condition. You name the metric, and Donald Trump will tell you that it is doing exceptionally well, that he is the best president in history. The delusions are great in this one. Check this out. I have just gotten the highest poll numbers of my political career. While my great work on the economy has not yet been fully appreciated, it will be. Things are really rocking. Stopping wars and foreign relations seem to be a strong suit. Also great, the border and stopping crime. It looks like he's trying to convince himself here. I predict the economy with the already highest stock market ever and prices coming sharply down from the Biden disaster will soon be at the top of the list. Make America great again. Absolutely delusional, just to prove his poll numbers are completely tanking because the economy and every single thing he said here is the complete opposite. Take a look at these poll numbers. This just came out. -14. Fox poll. Fox polls are usually very accurate. -17. You literally can't get any worse than this. Marist poll, -17. Ipsos poll, -22. AP poll, -26. Abysmal and pathetic. The economy is absolutely tanking. He's having to roll back his tariffs just to bring prices down for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I thought tariffs didn't have an effect on prices and inflation, Donnie, but it looks like it does. So he's having to roll those back. So even his signature executive order, tariffs that he has been touting since the beginning, even before his presidency, that it's going to reshape the economy and help the American people, was a complete and utter dumpster fire, blowing up in his face. Over 1 million jobs lost. Now the unemployment rate is over 4%. I believe it's 4.4%. Fox Business is even saying that this is a complete disaster. So all of his signature economic moves that he's done, complete and utter disaster for the economy. Take a look at Fox Business News.
The unemployment rate going up to what is a cycle high of 4.44% if you look at the full number. And it's not good news. Because if you look at, these are people entering the workforce, yeah, not so much. The way that the Bureau of Labor Statistics calculates this, they interpret the numbers as follows. They use a Census Bureau population estimate to inflate the survey sample size to the U.S. population size. So the number that they're using, the census number, they're using for population growth is based on a comprehensive population update that was done at the end of last year. Chris Lowe, the economist, adjusted for known border crossings and deportations now under President Trump. The actual numbers likely show that half that number that was used in this calculation is reflected half that much labor force growth. So cut that labor force growth number in half. That is near zero employment growth in the household survey used to calculate the unemployment rate. So the unemployment rate an unemployment rate that is still 4.44%. That is the ratio in the sample. So it's like if you adjust the calculation, it's not because of good news.
So 4.44% is the unemployment rate. Completely disastrous. So everything he says in his tweets, everything that Carolyn Levitt comes out and says in her press conferences, just believe the complete opposite because they're lies, they gaslight, constantly saying things that, if you just look at the data, are completely factually, objectively wrong and don't match up with reality. Take a look at this. I thought tariffs were supposed to bring back manufacturing. Nope, it didn't because you didn't have the industrial policy to go along with it. Take a look at Fox News. Oh my gosh, they're like, what's happening to the manufacturing? I thought the manufacturing jobs were supposed to come back because of Trump's tariffs. Nothing coming back. Take a look at Fox News.
One area that we can look at is manufacturing jobs, and you just made an argument for why we may not have seen strength there so far. since President Trump took office, but that you expect, when do you expect those jobs to actually kick in? If they're building those factories and facilities now, when does that really kick in, Kevin?
Right. Well, it's first the factory jobs are picking up.
So she's like, what's going on with the manufacturing jobs? They're not coming back like you said they would. And Kevin Hassett's like, the manufacturing jobs are coming back. Well, I just told you that they're not. As a matter of fact, it's going in the opposite direction. This is what the Trump administration does. They say it over and over again until people believe it, even though it's factually incorrect. Even in the same segment, she's saying to his face, manufacturing jobs are not coming back. And he's like, manufacturing jobs are coming back. Absolutely insane. At the same time, Trump is asking for more money. Take a look at this. Trump just sent out a Thanksgiving fundraising email asking people to send him money so he can fight an alleged attempt by Democrats to impeach him. I need you to be extra generous during the holiday season. Asking for money in a horrible economic situation, asking for money when people are literally in food lines across the country, asking for money when people can't afford rent, can't afford groceries, inflation is high. He's having to roll back his own tariffs, and he's asking for money. And this is on top of all of the scams that he's done on his supporters, from the fake Rolexes to the meme coins. You name it. I can sit here all day and go over all of the scams. His $20 billion bailout to Argentina, him and his billionaire buddies have raked in billions since he's become president. And he's asking for money from his supporters during a time when even Fox News is telling people, in my last segment, I showed a video of even Fox News are telling people not to spend that much during the holiday season, only buy gifts for your immediate family. And this guy is out here asking for money. The economic situation is so bad that he had to pathetically cuck himself and embarrass himself in front of the entire world with Zoran Mamdani. He's over there cucking to Zoran Mamdani because his whole platform, Zoran Mamdani's platform, is about affordability. Trump has no ideological core. He gravitates towards people that are winning. And right now, he knows that the affordability crisis is abysmal, even though he goes out and lies to you like in that tweet that I showed you, or that Truth Social post. So he's cucking himself to Zoran Mamdani because Zoran Mamdani's whole platform is about affordability, making New York more affordable. So he's trying to attach himself to that narrative. But at the same time, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, calling him a socialist and a communist, losing his absolute mind. But now the economic situation is so pathetically bad that he's having to cuck himself to Zoran Mamdani. Completely pathetic. I mean, the whole situation is a mess. Take a look at Carolyn Levitt trying to sweep up, trying to fix Trump's mess after the Zoran Mamdani embarrassment. Take a look at this.
Well, look, I think today's meeting between the president and the mayor-elect was a good first step to introduce themselves to one another and to hopefully have a good working relationship moving forward. But again, it doesn't mean, Sean, that President Trump is ever going to change his values. And we know, and the president knows, and the American people know, that ultimately President Trump's policies work and capitalism works.
To change his values, this president has no values. He has no values. He believes in nothing except Donald Trump. His whole presidency has been about enriching himself. What values? And what is she talking about? His policies. What policies has he passed that is benefiting the American people? Zero. This is how many? Zero. His tariffs, he's having to roll them back. They're not working. His policy with ICE, complete disaster. He's deporting American citizens. He's terrorizing Americans across the country. His poll numbers are tanking. What has he done? He's given billionaires tax cuts. That doesn't help the middle class. What has he done to help the affordability? What has he done to help the rent crisis? Complete and utter nonsense from Carolyn Levitt. Let's take a look at the rest of what she has to say. Her trying to fix this whole complete PR disaster with him and Zoran Mamdani.
If you look at the cost of everyday items, they are going down. And again, they will continue to because of President Trump's economic formula. And then, of course, tax cuts. That is President Trump's bread and butter issue, as one may say. Look at the one big beautiful bill. He already got that done within 6 months in office. And the American people, including in New York, especially in New York, are going to see the fruits of that labor next year when there is more money back in their pockets, when they are keeping more of their hard-earned paychecks to catch up on bills and to pay for everyday's life expenses.
What is she talking about? Prices are not going down. The only prices that are coming down are on the goods that Trump's rolling back tariffs on. He's having to roll back tariffs on specific goods to bring down prices for the holiday season. Those are the only prices that are going down. And the prices are going down because they're rolling back the tariffs that caused the high prices in the first place. Those are his economic policies they're having to reverse to bring down prices on those specific items. Absolutely, utterly pathetic, utterly insane. This whole administration is a clown show. This will go down in history as the most inept, dumbest president and con artist in the history of the country. This will be studied for years and years and years. Donald Trump is a character, a man-child, a con man. If you can't see that, you are pathetic. This is such an embarrassment to the United States. I have never in my 35 years seen a bigger embarrassment than Donald Trump. It's almost sad. I almost feel bad for him, but I don't, because the whole administration is so insanely fascist. But it's almost hard for me not to feel bad for the guy because it's just so pathetic. I mean, the guy is so completely unhinged, going out there calling Democratic senators to be arrested and rounded up. But absolutely, this whole thing is pathetic. And so sad. Anyway, if you believe in economic justice, if you believe in fighting for the working class, if you believe in anti-political corruption, anti-corporate greed, please consider subscribing. That's what this channel is about. And I'll see you guys in the next one.